So this is for someone that wants something really comfortable, but at the same time on a budget. I would say low price if we compare, which we will do, compare with some chairs that I use right over here, just in terms of price and what we get. I would say that this is definitely something to have in mind. Now, this is a chair that when we look at it, we don't find neons and LEDs and whatnot. This is a really discreet chair. Everything about it is discreet, including the price. But in terms of what we get for the price, I am honestly impressed. It has been a few days that I've been using this chair along with my oldest kid. He does play games, I don't. He does some movements that I don't, and I will talk about that in just a few moments because of the different experience. But this is the spirit of gamer. This is the Arena Dark Grey, and it's also available in a lighter grey. So things that I really enjoy on this chair. First of all, the price for what we get. I believe that for this price, it's not easy to find something that most of us will feel as comfortable. And I say most of us because this might be not the best chair for everyone, and I will explain a little bit there as well. But for the price, and I will leave links down below so that you can check it out, this is the only chair that I've got at this moment, and I don't recall any other chair that I had this sensation. And this is something that we will not be doing all day long. But what I feel is that when I sit on the chair, I get hugged, I get secured, and I get comfortable, where sometimes we just lift from one side and to the other, we feel that. And this is a really great comfort sensation. I just need to remove this leather here and I will be able to adjust it like this. And this is something so comfortable. I can sleep on that chair, on this particular chair. You know that sensation when you rest and you feel, if I stay here, I will fall asleep. But don't fall asleep on the video, because it's not only good things. It's a simple fabric, but it has some touches which I love. The velvet right over here and on these parts, and right over here and here, it's really, really smooth. So in my opinion, besides on the design, which we look at it and it has a cool design and a cool aspect, they could have used any other fabric, but they used velvet, and velvet is so soft. It's a sensation that's great. The first thing that I don't enjoy is that I don't have adjustable arm rests, and it's okay on this price range, but this is something to consider because all the other chairs that I use have adjustable arm rests, and that one right over there, which costs almost 4 times the price of this one, has some adjustments which are really cool. I can just place my hands like this and they will support my wrist. So at the end of the day, I feel for the past few months that I've been using it, that it doesn't hurt my wrists as they used to do. And my pain on my wrist starts here, but it will then follow along with my arm. And that's something really important to me. But this will depend on the way that we use chairs. Do you use at this moment the armrest to adjust and to improve the way that you are? You don't feel any pains, then you will be okay. Nonetheless, when we go back after we release this lever, it will adjust according to the inclination of the seat. In terms of build quality, this is the only chair that I've got at this moment which has plastics in some places that others have metal. Now, for example, right over here, although it's a great plastic, and I did notice that on my unboxing experience, but I only shared in my Puchki's channel, it is plastic, it is a tough plastic, and although it's a good plastic, it's not metal. So to achieve lower prices, we have to cut some corners. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine by using this with plastic. The only downside that I have to be aware is that it will scratch easier than metal, for example, depending on the surface, and we will notice that it's plastic instead of metal. But at the end of the day, if you don't mind just placing your feet like this, and if you don't really need that 5-star setup, then this will be more than fine, having in mind the price, the comfort, and everything else that we talked about earlier. One of the things that I did notice while I was assembling was that when I finished, it made no sounds. Now I've been using for about 4 days, 5 days more or less, me and my oldest son, which is heavier than me, and it does a lot more movements than I do. So I believe that if it was just me, probably it wasn't doing some of the noises that is doing. So I was really praising on the first day there was no noises at all. I was criticizing one, at least the ones that I've got, which is more expensive, which does some noise as well. So this one is more expensive. It's almost the double of the price, and in terms of materials probably it's better. It is metal right over here, but we can listen as well. This is something that doesn't bother much. First of all, I don't use this chair that much, but even if I use in a normal usage, I will not hear anything unless I do some movements. And even so, I believe that if I take the time and put some oil here and adjust here and there, probably I can diminish this on this one and also on this one right over here. But one of the things that I don't have, do you remember that comfort that I said initially? Here I feel it, but I don't feel as much, and this might be an advantage, especially for those that have back pain. One of the things that you should pay attention as well is that this chair right over here, the Spirit of Gamer, is really comfortable, but it's tight. So this one is wider and this one is even wider. So I would suggest checking the link down below with the specifications. You can check the measures, you will have an idea of your body and see if this is the chair for you or not. Because if you have a body like mine, then this will be a great chair at a great price. But if you are larger, then probably you will need something like this, which is a lot larger. Now this one here, for example, is tough. It is. I feel it tough. And this, once again, it's not an advantage or disadvantage. I would say that this is for someone that has problems on their back and aches and so on. So probably this is a chair which is more flat, less comfortable. Probably in those particular cases, this chair at the end of the day would be better for your back than something softer, which is the case right over here. When I sit down, I feel completely different. I feel hugged. Right over there, I don't. Right over here, I feel that I'm having some kind of treatment for my back. So if you don't have any problems with your back, then this is probably the best solution. If you have some, then probably you should choose something which is flatter, is tougher, like this one right over here. In terms of noises, this one doesn't. And then this one, which is the chair that I use on a daily basis. This is a great chair, 3 times almost for the price of that one. It doesn't have that sensation as well. It has a small bit, it's tougher, but it hugs me here on the lumbar and it has a lot of the supports, and the price is completely different. But when I sit on this one and when I sit on that one, I would say that if you have the budget, then this is a great chair to go. But if we don't, when I swap one to another, I don't feel uncomfortable. I feel that I don't have everything that I do have right over there, lumbar and here and on the back and so on and so forth. But I do feel that I do get for what I've paid and a lot more. So hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. If you're looking for something on a budget, comfortable, easy to assemble, just one person is able to do, then this is a great option. I only recorded the unboxing video in Portuguese, so I apologize for that, but I will leave you with some images so that you have an idea of what comes inside the package and the unboxing experience. Oh yes, siesta time. Okay.